Welcome to another thrilling edition of Premiere 2. My name is Peter. This is the Venice Night Walk edition. Let's pick up our bag before it gets pilfered. Okay, I don't even feel comfortable doing my intros. I don't even know what the hell I'm doing. Awake. I don't even know where I'm at. I don't even know where to go. But I can tell you this. We've got all new stories. We've got all new vibes. We have all new rivers to walk around. It's Venice, dude. It's Pog. And I don't know if Venice at night is like banging or if it's whack, whatever the kids say. I don't even know. I don't even have a map. So I'm hoping we could have. I have like an idea of where to go. So it is, and we're gonna test the low light settings. We're gonna test my inhuman ability to stay awake as long as possible and do stuff. We're gonna test it all. Couple of questions. Can you guys hear me and can you guys see okay? I've had a significant amount of technical issues to get this thing up and running. So I'm gonna confirm that you guys are with me. Okay. I think this is a train. Okay, we can't go this way. All right. So basically, guys, what's up? You're a bit low. I mean, it actually does. I am using a microphone. So it could be that your shit's on low. All right, let me do one thing really quick. I gotta switch the mic with the Bluetooth. Guys, it's been a rough week. Let me see here. Boo boo bed. Can I get a boo boo bed? There we go. We got our boo boo bed. Let's turn it down. Let's go back into the app. Okay, so let's go explore this city for a couple of hours. Not quite an EU-friendly stream time. It's like 11 p.m. But I'm living the life. Okay, so let me get you guys caught up to speed. First of all, what do you guys think about this international version of the walk and talks? Let's see if you guys pull through. It is almost midnight. I'm pretty disappointed by that. Let's see if you guys lock in and bring some support and vibes and enjoyment to an international version of a worldly, beloved series of walk and talks. This is a good litmus test whether or not I ever bring this fucking bag on a traveling excursion ever again. Because it's been nothing but ass. It's been trash. But I'm getting there. I'll tell you the cool thing is that today my job is pretty easy because I get to let Venice do the heavy lifting. And this city, from what I've seen, is beautiful. Also of note is that at the time in which we're recording this is imagine when I take you guys, or if you go on Rob's stream and you're checking out what is that, Takeshita Doherty and Harajuku, and it's shoulder to shoulder, wall to wall, absolutely slammed with people. That is all of Venice all the time. It's crazy. Like, every street is just massively filled with, to human capacity, with tourists, carnival barkers, touts, salesmen, animals. It's awesome. Well, so the good news is when you wait until around midnight, If you wait until around midnight, the streets kind of empty out. But this is 11:30 at night. And it's still pretty vibrant. I mean, this would give Tokyo a run for its money. It's awesome. I am the animal. Pete, I haven't been to Venice in about 5 years. Does it still smell of sewer? No. I think this place has been, if you can get, to me, it's clearly focused now for tourists, but it's been clean. It's remarkably safe, knock on wood. And I haven't felt that it's had any sort of, I would say this, London smelled worse, straight up. Pound for pound, I'll keep it a buck, 10 toes down. London was stinkier than this. So I don't know who to point fingers at here. It's about 20 degrees right now. I mean, like, first of all, I love it. Midnight, we got people still going. I love places. I love courtyards. I love empty social spaces. Like I said when we were in Rotterdam, this would be an amazing parking lot for an Applebee's and Chipotle if this was the United States. And we would tear all this ugly shit down, in their words, not mine, and we would rebuild a one-story strip mall. That would do the trick.
Thanks for all the wicked awesome content, dude.
Hey, dude. My pleasure. What's up, Sherv? Hopefully you guys enjoyed tonight. So, let me get you guys caught up to speed here with a couple of updated information. But yeah, so far I've loved Venice. I wanted to swing by and say what's up.
Secret, sexy club.
14 months of immaculate vibes.
Thank you, dude. Katie, legend, pulling through. Thank you. I appreciate you guys being here. Sly, Mr. Feelgood. Hope you enjoyed the stream today. We are live in Italy, the country that I've always, look at this, guys. Just look at this, guys. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. You know what? Let's try to sneak a gondola ride at midnight. Let's try to rip a gondo ride ASAP. That would be awesome. I think I'm cutting back towards
Mr. Navigator?
the station.
I hope you are not overdoing it and spend enough time with the family premiere. Love premiere.
Thanks, dude. I think my family, actually, their words, not mine, get out. Let's go back this way. I want to go over this cool bridge. Get out, leave. Go stream. Get out. Does the water in Venice smell? No, honestly it doesn't. I don't know, I've never been to Venice before, so this is kind of a revelation because everyone said Paris was stinky. Everyone says, is Venice bad? It does not stink at all. Paris was not bad other than like some subways. This has been beautiful. It's been clean. It's been awesome. The stinkiest place I've ever been was like London, man. There were people like throwing trash in the old red telephone boxes, and from Piccadilly Circus up till that one shopping street that has all the Fortnum and Masons, all that shit was bad. Maybe you stink, so you're masking the smell of it. That could be true. That is in play. Look at this romantic date. When you come here during the day, this is just absolutely just rammed with people. Now I just get to enjoy it. Those aren't cars you're seeing. Those are boats. So, here's some of the cool news. Let me get you guys caught up to speed. Basically, when you guys last saw me, it was somewhere around Rotterdam, and I bought a bunch of linen clothes that I've since thrown away because they did not feel as good as I thought when it gets uber humid. And they actually just made me feel really uncomfortable and self-conscious. So I ditched them. So I went and saw some of the Premier Faithful who went to the Premier Con, which is an annual event that I hold every year on the Sunday of TwitchCon EU, where we rent out a pub from 6:30 p.m. until 1 a.m., then go get a local food, whether it be McDonald's or Capsalon, in the nation of choice, right? After we do that, sometimes you, the viewer, have been kind enough to give me some really awesome keepsakes, souvenirs, presents for others, including Paul and Ian and Nabi, which they're never going to get. I immediately threw those in the trash. Anything that was for Paul, Ian, or Nabi, or the Van Gang, or Chris or Connor, instant trasho. Mouse, I'll save. Cinema Roll, I'll pay the tax. The other boys, they're out. Just don't even bother. Then I had to stop by a hotel that had some of those kingpins and awesome. What the fuck was that? That's a very rare message. That is a very rare message. It didn't even have an attached phrase to it. It didn't say, does the monster TT? No, it's broken, son of a bitch, it's broken. I'm a piece of shit. I'm a piece of shit. Look, it's proof, it's broken. It didn't play because I had to turn on the JBL speaker. It said, get a beer from Loki. Dude, you fucking legend. What time is it in Tokyo? I think you're still awake. It's 7:30 in the morning. I think you're still awake and you haven't gone to bed yet. Let me force stop. I'm not seeing any messages for a few seconds here. Loki, I'll tell you what, I will get a beer. I will get a beer. Possibly with you guys, but I'll definitely get a beer. Or an Aperol Spritz. Whoa, I need to look at a map. Now I'll follow the people. Thank you so much, man, for supporting the stream. Gelato al natural. Yuki really wanted gelato, and I said, no time, better move. Okay. So as I was saying, let me finish this up for you guys. Thank you so much, Loki. I'll find us a beer, I promise. I am really, really thirsty. Do you hear that? That's the Too Loud song. Why was that playing? Did you guys, I don't know if you could hear that. I don't know if my mic could pick it up. I didn't do anything. There's no red lights. That's because I said no for gelato? Let's check this out. This looks scary and fucking cool as hell. Cool, a back road. I hope I just don't walk into, well, this looks, okay, I'm not gonna just follow somebody in a back alley. I'm brazen, but I'm not that brazen. I'll stick to the main roads. But that did look really cool. So, okay, a couple of things. I don't think I've ever been this way. So, I'm gonna try to get through this story. I'm gonna try to change this story up. So basically, I dropped off all these great gifts that you guys had gotten me with Mr. Ray McCool, and I said, hey, can I trust you to drop these off for me later? Because I'm gonna go to Italy, and I don't have enough space to carry it all. And he said, I got you, man. Then, the other thing is, I had to leave really early in the morning. I'm talking 6 a.m. Get on, not even that, like I ordered an Uber in advance because all of the chat, like all the people I met in person said, listen, we're worried about you. We don't want you to mess up this international flight to Venice to see your family. Schedule an Uber. That way you can get there to Schiphol Airport at a reasonable time. And I also didn't get McDonald's, which I said I was going to. I was like, this is too inconvenient. So basically, I ask anybody at this motel. I didn't even drink beer. I had whoa. 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 I don't know what that was. Okay, we're back. We dropped. I'll get to how bad the tech's been in a minute. I need to turn around. I don't know where I'm going. And I know that I'm supposed to, I was trying to get us to St. Marco, Pierre White. But I think I'm genuinely walking in, well, there's people here, never mind. If I can find a gondola, so be it. So I gave the guy 10 euros at the bar. And I said, can you hook me up with 3 Coke Zeros? He was like, I got you. I know where I'm at. I've been here before. I've seen Paolo Sarpi. So we just keep going this way. I think we're good. Why is it so dark? Well, it's midnight and it's Venice. I'm actually kind of curious how well the low light does on the camera anyway. And I was gonna start at 8 p.m., but we couldn't make it happen. So I started at 11:30. It's better than no stream. So, okay, I gotta finish this story. Because this is a tragically awful and slow tale. So, basically, fuck me, I'm so bad at telling stories. I'm also very thirsty. Okay, so I drop off the bag, I go back to the hotel, I set my alarm for 6:05 a.m. Well, I set my alarm for 5:30. The Uber is supposed to be there at 6:05. I'm gonna get in this Uber, make it to Schiphol Airport, fly to Venice. My flight leaves at 9. I'm gonna get there at 11. I'm gonna meet my family at the airport at 11 a.m. We then go to the hotel, we hang out with the kid for a bit, check in, rest him up, change a nappy, hit the streets, have some fun. Bob's your uncle. That's the plan. That is legitimately what we're looking to do. That seems like a good idea, right? Like that sounds freaking peak. 6:05, I wait outside the hotel after asking for a refund for the night that I couldn't stay there because of the previous plane troubles, and there's no Uber.
Hello, Mr. Navigator.
There is...
Enjoy your holiday.
There is 0 Ubers. And then I go to the app and it says,
Hello, Mr.
the driver has canceled your
Lovely
Uber
to see you enjoy Italy.
because it's too inconvenient. I was like, what the fuck? You agreed to it the night before. Why would you do that? Like, you told me you'd do it, and now you're telling me it's too inconvenient. How can you even do that? Small break in this. Thank you very much, Omerta, Postman, and of course, the Stig. Appreciate you guys. So they canceled my Uber. I'm waiting in the middle of Rotterdam trying to find a new one, and every single Uber is not accepting rides. It says, hey man, we'll have you that ride by 6:15. Ooh, seems like there's not a lot of agents, but don't worry, we're still looking for you. Estimated time, 11 minutes. And I go, okay, so it's still searching for me. That means that for sure that they have a ride planned.
Carbs. Try not to gain too much weight.
Too late, I'm already fat. Too fucking late. Way too, hey, wait, look at this. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. It's closed. You piece of crap.
Hey, what's up, boss man?
Hey, what up, BT? How you doing, boss? So, how you doing, boss? So yeah, it says 11 minutes and we got you. Guess what? That's a fucking lie, because after 11 minutes, it doesn't even keep searching. It just says, yeah, we couldn't find anyone. Sorry, bro. And you're like, wait. Well, what does that mean? You're just like, you can't find anybody? It's just over? Like, we're just done? And they're like, yeah. We're not gonna look anymore though. You can like start the whole thing over again. So I go back inside and I asked the hotel man, I said, hey dude, even though you guys already borked me on this previous deal, can you guys give me the hookup for a secondary, like can I just get to the airport? Can you call me a taxi? And the guy's like, yeah, I got you, bro. Within seconds, the taxis arrived. And this guy's like, hey bud, you need a ride over to the airport? I was like, yeah man. He's like, sure, you paying with a card or cash? I was like, card me. He's like, all right, I'm gonna start the meter. And I said, thank fuck for this guy. Not only that, guys, it's insanely awesome. This dude's super friendly. He had immigrated to the Netherlands from Pakistan from 30 years ago. Told me all about how he goes on vacations with his family all the time. And he has like the pro setup where he's like, yeah, you know, I just like taking my family out and I'll rent a car wherever we're going and I'll drive around. I don't even care. Like it's cool to see different. I was like, my man, that's awesome. And he goes, you know what? You look like you're pretty thirsty. You know what? I have an extra one of these. I already had one this morning. Why don't you take it? Gives me a royal milk tea, piping hot, straight from his cup to me. And it was just like the nicest. And I was like, dude, that is so kind. Thank you so much, man. That is a W taxi driver. And I said, I've never had a royal milk tea, really, like, honestly, like, I've never, like, ordered one myself. He goes, I think you'll like it. It tastes pretty good. Okay, wait, I'm lost. We'll go this way. And somebody, I think it was Nathan, just sitting there. Actually, I want to get a little drink, see. This is like, what is this, just a pop-up drink? Let me see. A Jaeger Bull? Bloody Mary? Ah, hi.
Hi.
Can I get an Aperol Spritz?
Yeah.
To go?
Yes.
Thanks, mate.
Yep.
Oh, we got some nice music too.
Always.
I might just have to hang out here.
What?
'Cause I'll hang out here next time, yeah. You know you are. Is this drink really popular in Venice or all of Italy?
What? Aperol.
Aperol.
All Italy.
All of Italy.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Venetian one is Select.
Really?
This one. This is more
Ah.
like Campari.
Okay.
It's a bitter one.
Ah.
It's made in Venice. Now, not anymore.
Ah.
But was born in Venice. Aperol is born in Padua.
Oh, really? Okay.
But always here.
Ah.
It's in Hey.
Thank you, buddy. How much is it?
4.
All right, you keep the change, and I'll be back later. I'm good, man. Thank you. You have a good one. Oh, hey, I got one more question. Is the Marco Basilia, is it this way?
What? Marco?
Wait, not Marco. Yeah.
Where there's the casino?
No, I don't want to go. I just want to go look around the river. It's
San Marcuola is that way.
this way.
No.
That way.
San Marcuola.
Okay. So about this way, then to the right.
You have to go straight, and you have to do like cross 3 bridges.
Okay.
And then there's San Marcuola.
Thank you so much.
welcome.
Appreciate you. All right, you guys heard that too. So, Campile from Loki. Look at this little bad boy. Little Aperol. I said Marco Polo, but I didn't mean it. Look at that. Hey. He's like, you want to go to the... Kampai. Hey. Look at that. Whoa. Whoa. That's quite, okay. It's almost like a gin. I thought it'd be more carbonated. I thought it'd be like a Coke High of some sort. Ooh. What's so strong? Okay, that's pretty good. It's not really an Italian highball. Highball has a lot of carbonated water. This has a lot of alcohol.
Hello, Mr. Navigator.
That's kind of the similarity right there.
How's it going, Bossman Premier Kanpai?
I think the little spritz he added was at the very end, because I saw him filling it up with all this stuff, and then at the end he took his little spritz gun and went, and then that was it. Whew. Whew. Okay, did I have the cider at Dutch Duke's? No, but I did see Lexi, who's a regular member, try to shout out Old Moot cider. That's not real cider. That's just Kool-Aid sugar cider. The full Monty would turn her away at the door. Okay. That was a strong drink. I'll keep going though. So basically, and somebody's like, why didn't you just take the train? Man, fucking trains were weirdly out of sync. They were all over the place, and I had all this luggage, and my card wasn't working, so I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna play it safe. So I So I basically, I get in this taxi, he's so kind, gives me his royal milk tea and says, you want some sugar with that? And I said, no thank you, I'm sweet enough. Use a little line from Snatch. And I just passed this McDonald's, and I was like, seriously though, man, thank you, this is so kind. And when I get to the airport, he was like, thanks so much. We made good time, didn't we? It was only 45 minutes. And I said, yeah, that was a banger. You crushed. He was like, yeah, that taxi's 230 euros. And I about spit my Aperol spits right into his face. I was like, the fuck did you say? Because the Uber was 60 euros. What meter did you have running? Am I like in a 5-ton semi? How the fuck do you go from 60 euro for an Uber to 230 euro? This is, okay, wait, there's bridge number 1. All right, so wait, maybe one of you guys can help me out. Look it up, go to Dan John Venice, and then look up the Basilica. And let's crowdsource this. There's Dan John. I'm on the bridge. I'm gonna give you guys where I'm at. We're gonna work this out together. I'm not gonna be Ezio doing parkour unless this Aperol Spritz is stronger than I thought. It is Dan John, the clothing store. Let's not use cardinal directions, because I don't know where the North Star is. I feel like I keep going this way and cross the second bridge. Let's see what you guys say. My Google Maps is plugged into my backpack. I know this sounds ridiculous. This is just what I got to work with, all right, boys? All right, I'm gonna go straight. That's what I saw. It said go in that direction. Got it. I do need things like go straight or keep going the way you're going. Okay. So, 230 euros, and I'm panicking my ass off. 2 bridges to go. Okay, I see it. I see the second bridge. A second bridge has hit Venice. I'm gonna cross it. All right, so I was fucking astonished, like absolutely gobsmacked. This was 230 euros, and I was like, fuck it, I'm already, well, thanks for the English tea, brother. He was probably like, yeah, I know you were getting screwed, so I thought, might as well give you a little bit of a drink so that you can feel a little bit better. I go in, I rush to my airport setting. I did the classic Pete thing. Now, this other shit that you guys always, second bridge crossed, the thing that you guys always blame me for is actually bollocks. You'll say this nonsense like, oh, you're so shit at planning trips. Okay, yeah, I'm the one who had engine trouble at ANA. Oh yeah, I'm the one at Eurostar who delays the trains. Oh, that's right, I'm the Uber driver who canceled the promised pickup at 6 a.m. And to add further insult to injury, I'm the guy who had his flight to Venice delayed 2 fucking hours. 2! So oh, hey buddy. Friend. As the crow flies, I believe the basilica's this way. So I get to the thing. Now that is value. I'm never gonna lead you astray there. That's just good vibes and good times. Thank you, brother. Sunrock with the 20. Appreciate that. Unbelievable. So I get into the plane, and this one is my fault though. I did this thing where I went and got a coffee, and I was, yeah, what's up?
You're from America.
I am.
What's up with all the gear?
Actually, I'm from Tokyo now, but like I've been in Japan. I'm live streaming. I'm also talking to myself, which looks like I'm an insane person. I was from Kansas City, the Midwest. Baltimore.
What are you live streaming?
Well, right now I'm showing them the empty streets of Venice.
It's nice.
And I'm trying to find the basilica, and I'm lost.
You're a
Long way.
Let's
15 minutes.
that way.
Yeah,
I just got told to go 15 minutes this way.
maybe.
I trust the man from the East Coast a bit more than the guy who sold me alcohol. I think, or maybe you're sending me 15 minutes back to buy another one. I can do that. Okay, well, I'm gonna park at this statue for a minute and reposition. Have a good night, guys. Well. All right, we're at the Paolo Sarpi. Wait, this could be the third bridge. Maybe he meant take a ride at this bridge and go, well, that looks like a dead end. All right. Chat was supposed to be helping me. All right, we're looking for the basilica. You know what? Let me see if I can just find Google Maps. This is not going to work. I appreciate you guys, but I feel like you're not helping. I feel like everybody's... Now I'm not going to get the notification. Okay, here's Maps. Maps is now faster offline. No thanks. Always in dark theme save. Basilica. Baskin Robbins. San Marco. Directions. Walking. choose start location, my location. While using this app. Turn me on. What is that? Turn me on. Good news, boys. We're 24 minutes away. Welcome to Google Maps. Okay. Turn on notifications. Not now. How better navigation data dismiss.
St. Mark's Basilica may be closed by the time you arrive.
Okay, stop that. I don't need that information. Okay, let's mute that. It's back this way. Let's go back this way. Maybe he was taking me to St. Marco's Square. Well, let's go look at the McDonald's again. Literally, I was going the right direction, just so we know. All right, back to you guys. Oh, sweet, there's a little pop-up. That's amazing. Where in Venice are you? If you watch the VOD, I honestly think if you watch it in 4x speed, you'll be able to find me because I've just walked up and down this road 8 times. This is like, you know exactly where I'm at. I'm on this road. Okay, so here's the thing that I did on the trip that's definitely my fault. I'll take the blame for this one. Stevie Wonder asking if I'm lost. The irony is palpable. Yes, I am lost. I don't know where I'm going. I couldn't see the map. Okay, thank you, chatter. So, eventually we'll reach the casino. So, I was sitting at this coffee shop and it said that I was at gate 84, and I thought, it's fine. It says we're all like near 84. But then the airport did that thing where it's like, lol, just kidding. And you have to like, you realize you're at D12 and you have to walk 30 minutes to reach D84. And you're like, oh, okay, shit, now I have to run. So that is definitely my fault. It's not that they swapped the gate. I just thought, because it's okay. It said D57 and D57 to 84 this way, and I just thought, oh, we're like all bunched up. I had no idea that it was like 8 massive corridors that you have to like, and it literally was like the second to last gate. So I was like, oh my God, Jesus. So I make it to the plane, I'm right on time. The plane ends up being, we all board the plane at 30 minutes after it was supposed to have left, right? So it's like, it's supposed to be like, it's supposed to be 9:05, I'm on the plane at 9:30. I'm at the back of the plane and I sit down and there's actually right before I sat down, I have a window seat on a 3-seat section. And I'm climbing over some family, and I see that my seat's taken by a young boy just a few months older than my son, the little P3. So I said, hey guys, I'm really sorry. They go, are you this seat? And I said, yes. And they said, oh, I got you. And they picked up their kid and they put him on their lap. And then I was doing the thing where you have to like crawl over the people awkwardly because there's not enough room for them to stand up and there's a kid, so you're overextending and then you end up just kind of like plopping down, right? You end up like just falling down on the seat as fast as possible. You know what I'm talking about. And I sat directly the bad way right on this kid's like toy truck. Right up my ass. It hurt so bad. So now I actually believe when there's those stories that like the guy goes to the dock and he's like, I don't know how it got in there. That's crazy. Doc, I swear. So then I like pop out of the chair and I slam my head on the overhead lights thing. And I was like, oh my God. And he was like, I'm sorry, that was my son's toy. And I was like, yeah, no, I got that. Here's here you go. And I gave him back this toy truck. And while I'm recovering, and it's like, oh my anus, oh, all that pain. Hold on a minute. So I was like sitting there, recovering, hanging out, and then they say, excuse me everyone, very sorry to inform you that we are waiting for one more passenger who is yet to clear security. Very sorry for this delay. It's going to be possibly another 15 to 20 minutes. Thank you. Sorry about everything. Welcome to KLM. Thank you all very much. And I fucking hate this guy. I can feel the collective hatred of everybody being like, F you, dude. And it's like, not, and then I thought, dude, now you're just being mad because you can't, because your trip's getting delayed and you're not being open-minded and just considering that. All right, okay, first of all, guys, this is the dude up here on this bench who's now closed, who sold me the Aperol Spritz, and I was definitely going in the right direction, and he turned me around.
Turn right onto Ponte Santi Apostoli.
Okay. I thought we turned you off. I think it just told me to turn right on Pizza Pasta Road, and that's possibly racist. I'm gonna have to verify what it just said. Maybe he closed up because he's like, shit, he caught me. He knew I was lying. I couldn't catch it, but that's what it sounded. Oh, maybe he meant this bridge, and he was turned around.
Turn left onto Soto Portego Falier.
Okay. Oh,
Take your head back. You lost what you have.
So, I'm gonna tell you in a minute.
Andy wants to go back to the hotel. He doesn't want to drink anymore. Yeah, exactly. That's the issue.
That's the best All right, somebody was my spirit animal in that group. I'm gonna repeat only the part that I heard and the part that's relevant to me. That was 100%.
Turn right onto Calle Dolphin.
Okay. That is the issue. That is me every single time somebody says, but Ian doesn't want to drink anymore. And I go,
Turn left onto Calle Dolphin, Campiello, Ricardo.
okay, let's try. Like, that is the problem. That Ian doesn't want to drink anymore. That is the issue. We're in Venice, guys. I say we have a little bit of fun here.
Salizzada San Giovanni de Sascamo.
All right. It's just repeating my grocery list at this point. I found it. Okay, so this one train is being completely, all right, it's not a train, it's a plane. This one plane is being completely derailed by the dude who is no longer present. And 30 minutes turns into 45, turns into an hour and a half, turns into, we finally left 2 hours later. I was so upset, man. I was just confused that I was gonna be late and that I couldn't communicate this to my family because when you're on the tarmac, you have no internet. So I'm like, oh my God, my family's gonna be waiting for me at the airport. And I'm gonna be trying to tell them like, no, don't wait for me. Go to the hotel and check in, go, 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 go. And they did hold for one guy. It's like me reading one negative chat piece and just getting hinged on it and never finishing Sukadin ever again.
Montego de Tedeschi.
Okay, hold on, I gotta get rid of this. This is kind of cool having Italy all to yourself at this hour. This is such a strong drink, holy shit. Ugh, okay. You gotta be kidding me. I threw that in there and it jumped up and landed on my jeans. Okay. This is a bit of a party street. Let's do it.
Continue on to Campo San Bartolomeo.
All right, so this guy finally boards. He's lucky I didn't see him. I would have banned him from chat. I was disappointed. And we go there, and I can't connect. So I spend the 18 euros to connect to KLM's Wi-Fi. That works for exactly 6 messages. And I'm like, hey, plane's delayed, can't make it. Go have fun without me. See you at the hotel. And I think she just, the only thing I got back is, where are you? And I was, well, okay, that was good enough. At least she got mine, at least she got mine. Here you go, it's good. So I finally get to Venice. We land at Marco Polo Airport, which is kind of where I was walking to, I think. Campo S. Bartolomeo. Oh, sole mio. This looks wrong, but feels right. Let's run it.
Turn left onto Campo San Bartolomeo, Sestiera di San Marco.
Okay, that's what I'm on. I heard some of those sounds. Bartolomeo. Turn right on O Sole Mio, Ca dell'Arte Boutique. Okay, I'm getting the beeps to update.
Turn left onto Campo San Bartolomeo, Sestiera di San Marco.
Uh-oh. I'm, well, that's the fucking water. Let's go back. Let's go left on the border of the Silimino River. Okay. Cool street though.
Turn left onto Campo San Bartolomeo, Sestiera di San Marco.
Oh, I see it. It was that last part that I didn't hear. It's just a little water. Yeah. Well, this isn't the office where I just trust the GPS implicitly. So, let's go back this way. Anyway, I arrive in Venice.
Turn left onto Calle dei Stagnerio della Fava.
Okay. And here's the big issue. Ah, wait a minute. This way? Oh, thanks. Ah, yeah, this is right.
Turn right to stay on Calle dei Stagnerio della Fava.
I think that's right. I'll tell you guys in a second.
Straight on the canal, okay?
Okay.
Are you a YouTuber, mister? Are you?
And then you eventually reach the basilica, right?
No.
Oh.
Are you famous?
No.
Not too much?
I'm working on it.
Working on it?
Yeah, do you know Twitch?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm a streamer on Twitch.
Alright, you're live right now.
I'm live right now.
How blind you gonna have?
And I'm lost.
You're lost.
But I think you guys helped me out, so I think I should be good.
I think you are going to
Turn left onto Marzaria San Salvador.
where you want to go?
Oh, I did go the wrong way. I'm going to the Basilica of San Marco. I think it's actually that way.
Really?
I think so. But thank you guys.
Turn left to
All right, have a good night, boys.
Stagnerio della Fava.
Okay, wrong way again. You know, I feel like this one road that keeps telling me to just that is kind of those guys. I did not feel any sort of threat by it, but it is. You're like in a dark hallway, and they're like, "You famous?" Is that camera on? Those guys seemed willingly trying to help me. But that's like the. Oh, I want to go this way. This is our town,
Turn left onto
scrub.
Mars area San Salvador.
Okay. So. Yeah, beat it. Honestly, the city's a little bit more fun when there's a bunch of people in it. Starting to see.
Turn right onto Ramo Mars area Del Salvador.
Who is this? Honestly, I just feel like. Oh wait, that's. Okay.
Continue straight to stay on Ramo Mars area Del Salvador.
Okay, I think it's right here.
Ramo Mars area Del Salvador turns left and becomes Mars area del Capitello.
Okay, honestly, the sounds aren't really helping me, if I'm being honest. Like, this is not, you advertising my location doesn't really, it's not really helping. I'm just fine.
Turn right onto
Okay.
Puente de Barretery.
All right, I'm just gonna leave it to myself. I kind of realized I've also walked I'm very close to home, so that's good. Very close. And I'm glad that my brother just got out of prison, who's itching for a fight. Okay. This city is empty. This is like actually. Oh, shut up! I thought I got rid of you. Stop advertising. I told you, be quiet. What the fuck? Oh, we're here. Almost. 3 minutes. Okay, so I feel like I'm in back rooms. I've seen like the same fucking Venice duck store 18 times. I feel like we've passed that duck store literally repeatedly, like over and over and over and over. Still haven't even finished my story yet. I think it's here. Oh boy. Let's see here. Okay. All right. Okay. I mean, that must have been kind of harrowing to return to. You just hear like babies crying, and the screen goes black, and it's just like my face close up, Blair Witch style. Okay, so welcome back, St. Marco's Basilica. Oh, we found it. Perfect. So, still haven't finished my story though. I also ditched the jacket. If you ever wanted to see Fat Pete fully in the flesh in a t-shirt, holy shit. This was worth it, boys. Look at this. Look at this. Welcome to Venice, lads. This is banging. Now, in the daytime, thousands of people descend upon this place. Right now, there's a dozen of us. And then the little coup de grace. Look at that. All right, there you go. You paid for the whole seat, but you'll only need the edge. $2 nachos. Let's have some fun with that. It's gorgeous. I think somebody's, I don't think, I know it. Somebody's mocking me. They said, holy shit, look at this loser. Is that, well, he's my friend, but they didn't know that. Is that PewDiePie? Bro thinks he's PewDiePie over there. They also had a giant 40-ounce beer on their table. So I'm gonna politely assume that they mean me no harm. I'm gonna assume that I'm all right. I do not think I'm PewDiePie. I'm just chilling, man.
Hello, Mr. Navigator.
Okay.
Hope you're doing well, Pete.
Could be doing better. I'm a little frightened right now. Hello? Okay. Okay. This backpack setup fucking sucks. Like, it actually sucks ass, and I hate it. I'm so tired of trying to find fucking SIM cards and encoders and stuff. The problem is like right now, the only thing that's working is my phone, which also has to be tethered into the walk. It's like all bad. So, okay, I'm gonna finish this story before, and then I can end the stream. Why is it absolute? This is all fake. I'm at my studio. I had to go home. Jigs up. There is no aggro reset. This was all just. I'm just in Tokyo. All right, well, at least it's not midnight. Let me check what time it is. Just kidding, it's 12:30. All right. So, let me finish this story, and then we can bro fist out of here. I would like you to stop sucking as a computer. That's what I would like. You're not going to do that? Okay, cool. You're unwilling to participate with this deal? Nice. All right. Question. Can you see me? Can you guys... Are we good? Yeah, okay. All right, let me make this quick. Oh, I dropped... No, I didn't. Okay, so... Long story short, and I mean very long story short, I'm never doing a night stream again. Unless I'm in the Sumida River, or... Well, I might be thrown into a river today. There's a lot to be thrown into here in Venice. Notoriously very famously safe place, so I'm not too worried. All right, so... I left you guys. Oh, so I arrived in Venice, and I cannot contact anybody because my pocket Wi-Fi doesn't work. The SIM cards I bought in Netherlands do not work. They were ill advertised, and my phone SoftBank Wi-Fi, like none of it works. So I basically have to take a taxi into Venice, and he goes, "I can take you like towards the station, and then you got to walk like 20 minutes to your hotel." And I was like, that's fine. We're cool. I'll do it. I get there, and I finally arrive at the hotel. My family's nowhere to be seen. They said, yeah, they went out for their own like evening walk, hanging out, having fun. And I said, okay. I went inside, I showered, I connected to their Wi-Fi, and I contacted my family. And they said, okay, we're exhausted. We've been enjoying Venice all day. Because they wouldn't let us check into the hotel early. So we're going to come over and we'll say hi. And I said, okay, that's awesome. Everyone comes by, they relax, they say, unbelievable. The bridges, the architecture, just an insanely beautiful country. Wow, what an insanely cool place. And I said, that's awesome. Let's go out tonight. And everyone's like, nah. So I said, come on, Yuki. Your parents can watch P3, and you and I can go for a big walk. I want to go to this famous fish place. It's just down there. It's like a 25-minute walk. She's like, okay, you know what? That sounds fun. So we start walking. We get about 5 minutes out from the hotel. Crack, boom. Pouring rain. Yuki's like, I have a tiny umbrella for myself, and I'm wearing these shit-ass linen chinos that now feel like I'm wearing quilts on each leg, and I'm soaked, and we're like far enough where we should keep walking, but it's also like I looked at the forecast, it's gonna rain all night. So I was like, okay, well, that's fine. We walk around, it's pouring. We find a place I finally get to this famous location that I was so excited to share with her. And we go in there, and I said, excuse, and I'm like wiping the water off my face. I'm soaked. And I said, do you have this famous buttered red snapper? And he's like, yes, we do. He's not French. He's like, yes, we do. And I said, fucking finally, let's get to it. He goes, those are only served on Sundays. And I said, oh, what? He's like, yeah, we don't do it on any other day but Sunday. And it's Tuesday. And I said, are you kidding? And he goes, no, that's just, and I was like, do you have any food? He goes, no. So I said, okay, I'll get well, actually, even worse was before that, we found another place that had a terrace, and I sat down and I said, Yuki, look, they have a virgin pina colada. And she was like, that sounds great, because she's breastfeeding and stuff. You can't do alcohol. And then she goes, I really want that. By the way, it was 20 euros for a pina colada. And then as soon as I'm starting to order, we both start coughing, and I realize it's like these 3 people that were around, all on surrounding tables, are smoking into our zone. I'm not kidding. They don't do food. You want to go look at it? It's called Harry's Bar Venice. I swear to God. It was 5:30 p.m. because it was like maybe 6. And he said, we don't do food right. And I don't even know if at 7 where the other place, and the pina colada place didn't have food either, even though it's clearly a place for food. It was designed so that you just drink until 7 or something. So they were like, yeah, we're not serving anything. And I said, okay. And their buttered fish was only during certain hours too. It was during lunchtime, and then like for 3 hours at night on Sundays. So I was like, so we left. Even though she was really excited about the pina colada, I said, let's go back to Harry's, even though I'd already left there saying, like, I don't want anything if you don't have food. But I thought the inside was kind of cool. So we went back to Harry's, and I sat down, and I was like, can we just have, like, do you have any, this is crazy. Do you have, like, this is actually going to make, you guys are just going to call me a liar now. I got her a fake, the only mocktail that they could make that was non-alcoholic. And then I said, do you have a beer? And they said, no. And you cannot call yourself Harry's Bar and not even have a beer. They only had like $20 mixed drinks, and the menu looked, and he said, we can get you a Guinness. And I said, I'll have a Guinness. And he came back and said, they said no Guinness. And I said, all right, I'll have a mineral water, $10. 10 euro mineral water, $14 virgin me, chud, buying it. $14 virgin cocktail mojito fake thing. It was me paying $24 for spritzer and a crappy drink that was served with, like, it was so bad. So we left, we found dinner, it rained harder, we got home, and I asked the people at the hotel, I look like shit, I feel like shit, I'm not having an awesome time yet, and I was just like, brother, this is so bad, and I asked the staff, I said, can I please do a load of laundry? I feel disgusting. And they said, we don't have laundry services. There is a laundrette washing area about 5 minutes that way. And I said, okay. And so my wife's not having a great time at this point. She's like kind of mad at me for making her go out in the rain. I wait for her and P3 to go to bed. And then at like 9:15 at night, I take my load of clothes and I sit at the laundromat for an hour and 15 minutes. pissed off, and I'm wearing my swim trunks. That's the only clothes I'm wearing, swim trunks and a t-shirt. And I just, and I was, and the place was like full of mosquitoes. I was just like, ow, ow, ow. And I was like, welcome to your vacation, bitch. That being said, that is not Ian's life. He also said, when I sent him a picture of a laundromat, I said, this looks vaguely familiar. And he said, welcome to my life. I said, I'm not being paid for this. I'm paying for this. Big difference. And by the way, it's 10 euros to use the washing machine, 2 euros for soap, and 8 euros for drying. A tidy 20 euros for essentially one load of laundry. That's kind of shameful. That's kind of crappy. That's fine. I don't mind the prices, though. I'm just telling you guys so that if you come here, you know what to expect. And I think Venice is lovely. And I know that this is the part that never gets clipped. This never makes it to the YouTube video. Everybody just thinks that I'm like, I had a bad time. I get it. Like, I'm not angry when there are awkward stuff where it's like, you know what? Let's switch the, even though, because I just love tempting fate. Let's switch the angle so you guys can get a new background shot. Mid-story. Let us tempt fate, motherfucker. All right, there we go. Am I blocking too much of the view? Should I move to the left? Should I move a little bit to the left, or are we good? Give me a second. Oh, block the tables? No, Pete, you're the best view. You're very kind. That's very... I can do that, though. Watch this. I can show you... What if I did this? Nah, worse. Better. The duality of man. What if I did this? Now I'm a little bit between everything. Now I'm just chilling.
Peter, are you ready to perform a favor for your dog?
Okay. Back to where we started. And yes, I want to make you enough and you can't refuse. Okay, we're just back to where we started. Okay, there we go. Much better. Right back to where we were. All right. All right, so we had all of these awful, like I was just doing laundry till midnight, and then I got back home. I woke up at like 7 and just tried to make it. Hold on a minute. So aside from the travel issues, the laundry issues, the part earlier in stream where every European held their breath because a robbery may happen. How's the holiday? Listen, I'm a positive guy by nature. I haven't gotten to today yet, but I will say, collectively speaking, this up until today has been the worst vacation I've ever been on. And that includes the time where I lost $4,000 and was robbed and lost my passport and spent most of the day talking to Scotland Yard. That being said, today was very good. Today was very nice. We woke up early. Actually, this is kind of amusing. I woke up this morning and with my fresh, new, tight blue jeans that are painted on, you know the ones, and I went down to our hotel and it had like a canal terrace seating. I picked up all the cool shit. You know, I'm grabbing cheeses and meats and eggs and sausages and a double espresso. And I load up I look at the table that's, over, and it's like right underneath the awning. And I notice there's a huge spot of water. And I thought, you know what? I bet you this was leaking earlier and it might still have some. So I'm so in tune with the bad auras that I'm starting to like pick it out and notice it before it can affect my day. So I noticed it and I said, not today, my friends, because I'm on a mission to have some fun. And I sat at the table next to it and I immediately sat in a very wet chair and my entire ass was freezing cold. Didn't check the chair, just checked where the water was on the ground. Very big difference. So that looks like that was bad. That was unfortunate. Europe after Japan is bound to be relatively unimpressive. You should call the hotline for Japanese people disappointed by their European holidays. Paris syndrome, it does happen. But here's the thing, is I don't objectively think that Italy or Rotterdam or London or Paris were poor choices or bad places to visit. I really enjoyed them. I enjoy being in like this. This is incredible. We have no spaces like this, really, where I came from, or even in Tokyo. You have a couple outside the Imperial Palace, but with like this kind of scale and beauty, and it's empty, is pretty awesome. I've enjoyed my time, even with it going like everything against my nature. Okay, so hi Pete, I'm taking my first solo trip to Bristol to meet up with a friend, then going to Edinburgh, Scotland. Any tips for the first few hours alone? No. If you're like me, your plane will be delayed anyway, so you barely have to spend time alone. I would say ground yourself with a snack or a drink that you like a coffee or a cake, and just kind of chill and kind of gain your confidence. Sit in a power position so that you start gaining confidence, and then just go have some fun. Remember, you made this trip because you're trying to enjoy yourself. Don't let it beat you before you even begin. So, hey Pete, just wanted some inspirational advice. This is insane. I'm telling you guys, like, the worst trip ever, and I still have to pick you up? Aren't you guys supposed to be picking, like, I don't know, me? All right, let me hear it. Been feeling down and stagnant, trying to find work again. I know things will eventually get better, but how do you usually go through it? Brother, I'm going through it. I'm going through it right now. This guy's just going to make me eat bite. I would say, here's the thing.
Hello, Mr. Navigator.
I would say,
I just buried my grandpa this morning. Thanks for being online tonight, Pete. I appreciate the stream less than 3.
I got you, buddy. Here's what I would say. And I'm sorry about your grandfather. Rest in peace. I'm very sorry about that. My condolences. I would say every year, I always assume that 3 or 4 things are going to go bad for me. I just assume. I don't know what they are. At this point, though, I'm kind of getting used to guessing it. Like, I can kind of imagine some of them are going to be stream related. But I feel like I often understand that unexpectedly shitty things are going to happen to me. And I have to be thankful for all of the other 350 days in the year that are pretty bitchin'. And then I have a lot going for me, and I have cool friends, and I have a cool family, and I like to drink Coke Zero, and that makes me happy. So I think that is where I try to base my like, and I'm depressed too, brother. I'm alone on my vacation at 12:45 at night, and I'm in a square that I'm afraid to leave because my camera broke. But I would say that, as you go through these work things, just remember that it did, like, I didn't even start, not that streaming is my final end-all goal, but I didn't even start streaming till I was 37. And so it's kind of one of those things where you just never know where you're going to end up. You're not alone, you're with us. Thanks. And thank you, CK, for the 5, buddy. All right. So, today was awesome until the evening. But today was awesome because we woke up early, and I sat in that shitty water, but that was okay. I got to walk around this area with my wife and my son and my two mother and father-in-law. And I wore the baby bag the whole day where, P3 was on my chest. It was so, I never felt happier. I mean, you look at any of the pictures, it's just me like combing his hair or giving him a kiss or holding his hand or squeezing his toes. Like, I didn't get to have a lot of this dad time because I've been so busy. And for me, just feeling him right on my chest it didn't even feel heavy. Not one time did I feel like this is like painful or inconvenient or awful. I was so happy to have him with me walking around. We actually ended up going on accident because we had to get here to get our tour guide. Oh, and I thought you guys would like this. I had the most random, like, semi-offensive. Honestly, her stuff did not make any. Okay. We had a tour guide who was very Italian, and she took us to this basilica right behind us. And we had this earpiece, and I'm the only one, I think, who like really fluently spoke English in our group. There's like 15 of us. I think there's like 4 or 5 others who were pretty good at English, but it wasn't their first language, but the entire thing is in English. And some of her segues or tidbits or like descriptions were easily cancelable in 2026. I'll tell you them because it wasn't me, but it was them. So the thing that she first said was, she goes, "Isn't this..." Yeah.
Hope you're having a blast, Pete.
She
Thanks
said,
for being simply yourself consistently.
"Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate that." Well, okay, so nothing was like cancelable unless I like really, like, there's no slurs or anything. But she said, "You see this place right here? It's magnificent, isn't it? This is the basilica. We didn't have electronics back when this was built. That's why we all had slaves." And I said, I actually went, "What?" And she said, "Yeah, we just got any European that was around, French, British, doesn't matter. We made them build it." And I go, I was like, "What?" And I was like, "Well, when I was in Wales, that was like the opposite. Like, the Welsh people were always building things for the British." But that is an insane opening line from her. Like, legitimately crazy. And I mean, that is what happened. But to say that we didn't have electronics, so we used the French. Okay, I guess that does replace a crane or something. So I not the opening. And then she goes, "We're actually lucky we have this because for hundreds of years, barbarians," that's how she said it, which I thought was kind of cool, barbarians. And I realized, because I play a lot of Diablo 2, she was saying barbarians would descend upon the town and we'd have to fight them off. She said, "The barbarians, like the French and the Germans."
The ground quakes.
And I was like, wow, 2 for 2. She's just going ham. She's just swinging. First of all, thank you, Anonymous. Thank you for the 10. And then she was like, sending salvos left and right at these people. And then she said, we go in there, and there's this stunning vista. And she goes, this is a picture, painting of the atom. And Adam, well, men, they get lonely, don't they? They're always lonely. And so they made a woman. I was like, yeah, men are actually based. I was like, she's got us figured out. I was like, that's kind of... That's funny. That's true. I was like, okay. And then she goes, but have you ever met a woman who doesn't stop talking? And that one caught me. That one, I audibly kind of went like, like I laughed. Like I laughed audibly. Like I did not expect that to be said. And I like thought it was funny. And then like two other people kind of were like, ooh. And I was like, that was pretty funny. And then she goes, these women who never stop talking, have you ever met a woman who didn't want to know all of the information? And that's why she talked to a snake. And I was like, and then everybody laughed because now they tuned in because I laughed, and I think they were just checked out. And I was like, damn. So this, and she's like, the women's, they made they make I love you. So let's keep going and look at the place where we threw the barbarians in the prison. Okay, so she had some really interesting moments, and then we went into like the main center of the basilica, and she's like, if you stand here, you can you be like the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, and your sins don't matter today. You are free from sin. You did it. You're fine. You live today. And I was like, cool. No matter what the fuck I did, I'm cool today. I have like a free day. And then I was like, well, that's good. I'm like, what if there was the opposite? And she's like, now you're cursed. And then we were leaving the basilica, and she said, isn't this such a cool place? And I said, that was a lot of really awesome information. She goes, you better. No, I told my son. I said, hey, little P3, how was your first school lesson? And then she kind of laughed, and she went, ha, 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 ha. And then she goes, but can he pass the test? And I said, doesn't matter. If the test is today, he already gets a free pass. And then she went, oh, clever boy, clever father. And I really enjoyed talking. And it was just me talking to her on the entire time. And then I was like, okay, well, that was fun for me. And then after we left there, we're in this stunning backdrop, and there was these people playing alive. There was what was the name of the place? I can almost see it from here. I think it's called Florian's. I think it's the oldest cafe in Italy from 1972. I think it's Florian. And Cafe Florian. So we just happened to be sitting at Cafe Florian, and me and the father-in-law got a drink. We got them iced macchiatos. It was awesome. It was just a cool place to sit. Very, very fun. Hanging out with P3. Then we went to a place over here that I would like to show you, but I'm afraid of my fucking thing freezing. So we went to an awesome. I would like to leave. It's 1, and I have to walk half an hour back to the hotel. Kind of a little worried. How do I... bitch. No. I have electronics, damn it. How do you get this... Oh, I see. I broke it. Nope, that makes a lot more sense. Figured it out. Okay, let's try it. I'm going to try to turn on everything again, and we're going to see if this works. I'll be back in like 5. Whoa, flashbang. How do I turn that off? Okay. If you couldn't find me before, here I am. guns. Stay inside, you will be fine. Uh-oh, the bell tolls for thee. All right. Figured out one of the problems. Oh, we're back. That's good. So guess what? This fucking... Oh man, I hate this shit. This fucking douchebag sold me a SIM card today and then said, don't try to use it for 30 minutes. And I said, okay. Doesn't work. Piece of crap. So this whole time, I've been trying to use it with this USB stick. Nope. And here's another really annoying piece of shit I'll tell you guys about. And I want to show you this thing over here first. The other thing that really pisses me off, like extra mad mode, is I have a pocket Wi-Fi that when you open it on the back, it has this little silver tab that you have to finagle perfectly. And when you finagle it perfectly, you slide in this crappy piece of shit SIM card holder, and then you snap it down, then put the battery on top. That fucking thing broke too. So as soon as I get home, trying to get this stream started, everything was like, that silver thing snapped out, and I can't, it just kept saying, it says no SIM card, no SIM card. And I'm like, yeah, you're lying. You're lying to me. I see the SIM card, I bought it, and it has to be like placed perfectly on the little tray or it doesn't line up with its analog chicanery. And I just looked at the USB stick, and then oh yeah, here's another thing. I've just spent 15 bucks on data on sally.enet.esim.clowndick.com. And it was like, oh yeah, you didn't put it on the right phone, so you just got double data for your iPhone. And I was like, no, I wanted to put it on my chat phone, so I don't have to. Fuck you. So now I have to plug in my phone. I'm plugging in my phone into a USB-C, and that little dongle plugs in. It's a USB-A that plugs into a USB-C that then plugs into my phone as a USB-C, and that's plugged into a blue thing that I gave to Jerry gave me that plugs into my. It's like 8 ways to plug in this phone. It's fucking dumb. So if a clown sneezes on it or me moves 1 foot, we just get a big eh. This place is cool. Can we take a boat back to my hotel, please, for the love of fuck? I'm scared. By the way. Oh, I went here with my family. This is the Palazzo de Galazzo. It was fun. I had a great time. And then we went home, and
hello, Mr. Navigator.
Then all my crap started.
Mr. Macy Premier Smith.
Hey, Mr. McCool, how you doing, boss? That was when all the accidents started to happen, boys. Oh, this was cool. Here's another. Oh wait, I want to tell you a quick story, right? Because there is a cool thing. Holy shit, that's Enrico Palazzo. Now, here's why. This is why stories are awesome, and my life, despite its hiccups, is overwhelmingly a W. All right. When I was in this Palazzo, Enrico, I was taking a picture with P3, and this person stopped me, and they came up and they said, excuse me, do you, and I go, oh my God, it's the family that I was sitting next to on the plane with the boy who I sat on his toy. This is awesome. Because I had talked to them on the plane for a while, and we got to chatting, and then we used to like, I said, where's the kid? Because I knew they told me, and they wheel him out, and the husband's there, and I was like, hey guys, this is awesome. And then my family was like, Peter told us about you, that you guys had the toy. And I said, yeah, remember? And they were from Bulgaria, and I remember telling them congrats on Eurostar, and we talked about that. And then we took a picture together, and I was like, surprise, motherfuckers, this is a Polaroid. And then they were like, you're giving me this Polaroid? And I was like, you're goddamn right I am. And then it was pretty awesome to see them again. And then I said, well, you'll have to excuse me, guys. We gotta go. We've got the baby. And they said, all right, take care. Then we got lost, and we circled back around, and we saw them again in the same room, which is always kind of awkward. And I said, hey, do you guys know where the exit is? And they said, yeah, but we can't fit our baby carriage down the stairs, so we gotta look for, and I was like, I fit. And they're like, you fit and you're that big? I'm like, okay. And then then it was like, okay. So that was cool. Then I came out here, and there was a gondola service over there. And I said, hey, dudes. And they were like, hey, what do you want me? You give me 150, you give me 175 euros, I'll get you on the next gondola. Bing, bang, bada bing, bada boom, best stream in the room. And I said, okay, how about, can you take me to my hotel? And they go, hell no, that's far. Best I can do is take you in a circle. And I said, well, thank you, but I don't think I want to do a circle because I'm trying to go home, and that doesn't really help me. And they said, okay, well, how about we, and I was like, nah, I'm good. And then I started walking, and this guy came up and said, hey, I heard that you're trying to do I'll take you like halfway to your hotel for 130 euros. And I was like, done. And we enjoyed a magical gondola ride. Here's another real kick to the package. You ready? I was in such a disgusting sorts today. I have a 24-hour ticket for these bus rides, if these are even running. And I can't fucking use it because I left it at home on accident. So I have to buy another one. Says $105 is the next one. Hey, wait, that's now. Ow. I don't have my card though. Oh, it's the time. Let's see if this works. Hold on, guys. No keys. Yep, that worked for me. Push to start. Is this a skeleton crew? Okay, there's one guy on here. Wait, where does this go? Huh. I probably should have checked this first. I want to go to the ghetto, Ferrovia. Oh, this is the wrong way. Well, wait. Uh-oh. Well, maybe the other boat over there. Ah, crap. Oops.
No, c'è una libreria molto bella.
Oops. I'll just, sorry, I already paid. I already paid. Damn it. I hope those aren't expensive. Well, I did pay. I just didn't use it. Maybe this is going my way. This one also looks vaguely closed. So let's take a look. Oh no, this looks open. It looks free too. You can go, yeah. Oh no. It's stopped. Oh, piece of crap. Now, the rocking waters are also kind of scary, frankly. Mamma mia. All right, let's start walking home. When the moon hits your eye like a fuck you big guy, that's Venetian. For your trips going bad, don't look at your bank dad, that's Venetian. Yeah. Well, gosh, I'll fucking do it again. What is, how do I get to Ferrari? Well, this has been a fun day. I guess the cool news is that we had fun together. I really wish I could just take a boat back.
That's funny.
Hey, Geo Slice. Thank you, big man. Why is that one still going? I think this one down here might be my ticket home. I'm also walking away, ow, from the where I'm supposed to be going if we don't get lucky. No, Venice smells great. The only thing that stinks is my inability to finish a story or find my way home. That's literally it. There's no one to ask. I've seen 3 people, and it's just 3 people speaking Italian. I'm not gonna interrupt their dates at 1:15 in the morning as a crazy man with a bunch of cameras strapped to his chest. Ciao, Bella.
Hello, Mr. Navigator.
Hey, wait, this is a water taxi.
Me and my wife really enjoy you and wish you all the best.
Let's try this out. This could be fun. Oh. Hey, boss. Excuse me. Hello? Yes, sir? Scusi? Nope, I'm leaving. I'm good. I've played Resident Evil Requiem. I've seen that video game play out. Hello. Is this service finished tonight?
Huh?
Is it finished?
I think now there's the night line. Where do you have to go?
Ferrovia?
For?
Ferrovia?
Ferrovia. Ferrovia, now I think it's over, this one, but now you have this one.
1:30?
No, but not from maybe.
Oh yeah, you're right.
You also have to understand, so
It's okay. I think it's over for tonight.
No, it's not over.
Thanks. I'll take a look.
I'm sure it's not over because I have to go in Giudecca. So,
Let's see here.
me too, I have to.
But Ferrovia on this one, nothing until 4:55. So, oh wait, Ferrovia right here. So 1:30, right? Because this one goes
Yeah?
to Ferrovia.
Yeah.
So
This is
1:30.
nice. 1:30, yeah. 1:30 to go to Ferrovia.
Yeah,
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah, it's easy.
Okay. All right.
Is it now?
It is 1:15.
Perfect.
15 minutes.
Only 15 minutes and we come on the boat.
All right, thank you. I'm gonna do a little walk around the I think that's right. Okay, cool. Let's take a look over here. So it says, I think this would be the boat, right? Okay. Ferrovia, the night route. That means you guys get a fun night bus. So the question is, do I just go home? I'm talking to myself, sorry.
Okay.
My apologies. I'm just thinking out loud. Do I walk it or go? All right, I'm gonna take a look around real quick. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna take a look.
Yeah. I have to search you before the park.
Why is that?
Where are you before the park? I have to look around.
Oh, no, don't worry about me. I might just walk. It's like 25 minutes. I might just walk.
Where you have to go? Ferrovia.
No, kind of.
Wait.
Yeah, that area, but I might just enjoy the night walk. So, but if I see you, it'll be 1:30.
Okay.
All right, take care, man.
Bye.
Ciao. All right. Yeah, he was saying, I misunderstood too. He asked if he had to search me. I was like, you're not piloting the boat, are you? I think you may have had a few pops. He was asking if, should I look for you if you're not here by 1:30? You know what, let's speed run this back the old-fashioned way. Oh boy. This is a day. This is a day. Let's play mission get home safe. Let's play that game. I usually don't like playing with just one credit, but let's do a speed run. All right, so, oh yeah, everyone else gets to get off their boats. I see how it is. And I just mysteriously, the card that I use will never, okay. He was trying to help. He was very nice. I have no problem with him. I think the main thing is I don't want to wait 15 minutes for another, because it was also like 9 stops away. So I'd just be sitting in the boat talking to myself. Well, I don't think I'd be talking to myself. Yeah, that was, okay, I think we take a right here. Yeah, but today was good until, so I met this family. We hung out there. We got on the gondola. We walked back. Yuki and I had dinner. It was a really fun day. Genuinely very nice. Also, you know what's crazy is like, unironically, this just looks like an Expedition 33 setup now. Like, I don't even know what's happening anymore. This could be AI generated. This is swarming with people during the day. Like I'm telling you, you see thousands of people. And today I've seen 8. It is really fascinating, the tale of like 2 cities. You have the nightlife, and then you have, well, the night life. But hey, look, we found this on accident. Thank God this isn't like Castlevania 3 where it goes, ba-na-na, boom, boom, and then the lightning cracks open the headstone. It's a terrible night for a curse. Bro, this is like a movie set. I know, right? I'll tell you this. Ow, my foot. I have had such a good time, though, searching today with you guys because, you know, maybe I've been resting on my laurels and I haven't been quite, you know, as proactive as I should be. Feels good to have a little pep in my step, a little misadventure. This isn't Shinjuku for the 12th time. This is a stranger in a strange place having a little bit of fun, and I've had to pee for 3 hours. Okay. I also learned when we took the gondola, he said, "Do you know why we wear the striped shirts?" And I said, "Is it Kurohige from Japan?" I'm just going to keep that joke to myself because in their song they go, "Shima Shima Shatsu," which means striped shirts, which is what they wear. So I said, "No, why?" And he said, "The French actually made it." And I go, "Oh, the French." And he said, in the old maritime days, if you fell into the water, the white striped shirt would be able to be seen by the moonlight. I think I played this part in Silent Hill F. Please be a street, please be a street, please be a street. Please be a street, please be a street. Oh. All right. Run. Okay. Please be a street, please be a street, please be a street. Is that graffiti supposed to be there? Like, I'm sorry, this doesn't seem actually very accurate. Ooh, every turn is a thrilling look. Let's pick up. Yes, I know that Venice graffiti on the streets is natural. I was making a joke to calm my heart that's now at 195 beats per 2 milliseconds. Yeah, this is fun. Okay. I think if we just go, Hotel Alpive. Yeah, right across this bridge. I remember this, excuse me. Play some eerie music. What, are we gonna start playing snatchers like boom? I can acquiesce. I'm not scared, I'm not scared, I'm not scared. I'm not scared. Let me see here. Doesn't have it. Okay, I found it. Oh, wait. I remember this. These lions, I took a picture with Yuki here. I don't think I've ever been this quiet in my life. Like, I don't think I've ever done this. I think I'm like, look at this, I don't want to go this way. Look at this fake clock tower. Isn't this where Nemesis and Jill fought? Like, I'm 99% sure this is where the Nemesis dropped. This is a boss room zone, man. Let me find this thing really quick. I think it's called Criminal Omens. I found it. Here you go, Ray. Gee, Metal, I haven't seen streets like this since Neo Kobe had its renovation. Gillian, please. I'm just kidding. I brought my 6-shooter just in case there's any snatchers running about. Thought I heard someone behind me. Must have been the wind. Kojima, you've done it again. This track is quite scary. Okay, here's the good news. Venice is actually remarkably safe. I wouldn't have gone out if I was afraid. So we can rest assured that we're gonna be all right. I'm just usually this quiet. Every place is just trying to frighten me. And then you got places like Hotel Canaletto. Then you're like, Crazy Pizza. Why, you wanna go fucking nuts? You wanna go crazy? Let's go crazy, pal. Okay, here's the thing that's a little jarring, is that when you see this place during the day, it's so genuinely vibrant and full of life that this seems like it can't possibly be true. Crazy Pizza sounds like a video game fake name for a pizza place in Silent Hill. It's like, yeah, let's go to the bowling alley and have a slice of crazy pizza. What's that sound? Huh? Autos protect me. Sounds like when the game is also glitching on, like, you just keep hearing that one sound from like the stop it, and it just keeps playing it because they didn't have a lot of resources. So it's like you're in the, you just found Forrest, the guy who got chewed up by crows in Resident Evil. Looks like he was killed by a crow or something. Now, if this was a cool movie,
That's funny.
and it was like Disclosure Day, we would see like Bigfoot cross right there. And he'd, like in signs. Whoa. Oh no. Okay, sotto portego del scatter. Oh, scalator. Okay. Would be worse if there was no one. Well, that's what we... Please stop. Please stop saying these things. Stop, just stop saying them. Hey Pete, what part of Italy has no Jehovah's Witnesses? Sicily. It's a really dangerous place for witnesses. Very good. I appreciate that. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. You guys tell me the truth, okay? I've been around long enough. Is that not a missed door that I would walk up to in Dark Souls or Elden Ring or Bloodborne? I mean, come on. That does look like it. Might as well do it. This is the most famous bridge in the Grand Canal. I never got to go here on the first day. Wow. Wow. Let's go back the main way. During the day, there's hundreds, if not thousands of people lined up there. Okay, well, as far as I'm concerned, that may have been, at least in my short memory, the single coolest use of our Elden Ring lore walk as we took on that challenge directly. I'm not gonna lie, I learned a lot about myself today. I'm the Queen's Herons. Look at that. I'm a skittish person by nature. I am frightened easily. I am. But I did enjoy this stream quite a bit. It's been a hell of a challenge trying to get any of this stuff working, and I just can't quite understand why everything keeps breaking, or more importantly, how to fix it. But hanging out with you guys until 2 a.m. on a vacation day so that I could spin some yarns and hopefully not become part of a story. It's been pretty impressive. And I cannot wait to end the stream and go take a shower. That being said, it's comical how many times we're loading into a new zone. Here, this is for the editors. Mist wall. We've entered the Limsa Lominsa. Oh, there's just one pub street. But that also sounds like fake life, doesn't it? It sounds like if you told some alien species, please simulate what life sounds like, but then it's like 2 a.m. and they overdid it. They're like, crank it up to 11. Make sure it sounds like wonky and ridiculous. Do people, the cam is sideways, that's just, I got snapped in half. I just can't believe we saw that, it's like, we saw signs that said, run and life is too short. Oh no. I can't hear the people laughing anymore. And the lights went out. What the fuck? Hello? No. Whew. Says there's a bridge here. This is probably an awesome market during the day. I see a gondola. This is like a cool market area. That's not the bridge I'm looking for. I need to go across this thing. That's a canal. Okay, wait, let me zoom in. Jarvis? Maybe this boat has an important missive of strength. What's it say? Strange rules. Okay. Not what I was hoping for. The ghost barge. And what the fuck is this? This is supposed to be where I'm supposed to cross? Let me see here. It says cross the... What am I supposed to do? Like, it says I'm on a boat. No, I'm walking. Why did you switch to maritime? Why would you ever switch to maritime? You said 20 minutes, 40 minutes ago. There's no way to cross. Where's the... No. You asshole. Okay. Unbelievable. Okay. That's actually crazy. All right, I want to go home. All right, let's just get this thing done. Why does it not have... Stop. This is the worst Google Maps I've ever seen. That's okay. You're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. Say the goddamn words. I want this route. Why does it still think I'm on a boat? Exit, no boats. There are no boats. There's no gondolas. Okay, I found the new route. This one's not gonna, okay. Okay, this one's gonna get us there. Okay. Don't tell me we've been streaming for like 3 hours though. That would suck. This just feels like a 2-hour stream, so. Okay, now we're back, baby. Fucking boats. It's honestly impressive though, how one twist of fate could decide like, oh, it's just over there. No. Not this shit again. Nope, that was wrong. Don't redirect me. Wrong way. One more street up. Hop on a boat. All right. The other thing is like, I have been having asthma again because when I started the flight, I had to do that one where it turned around after 3.5 hours. And then, so I was in the air for over, like, I don't know, 20, 25 hours. And that really caused me an insane amount of sucking in a bunch of dry air and got me quite sick. Oh, sorry, there was a, oh, too loud alert. There was a couple who deserved some privacy. So I spun it around. Okay. Actually insane. My memory of Venice is going to be so insanely different from Yuki's. Like, not even close. Didn't they spend like $8 million to record 28 Days Later? With no one in like the most populous city on the planet? And here I am. No, I mean, they closed off Oh, they just got up early to film. Oh, never mind. I can sympathize. Oh, boy. All right. Should have stayed for the boat, man. Should have stayed for the boat, man. This is the absolute apex of creepy walk and talks that we'll ever have. Oh no, not another one of these. I feel like I've already seen this one before. All right. Didn't I just didn't I just come from here? Ooh. Okay, another courtyard. Do I need to find like a red sapphire and a green jewel and pick up the lion key and go back to the lion statue and it drops an emblem? What's the code for the infinite rocket launcher? That's like $1.99. I'd pay for that. All right, let's see here. Should be left and then immediately right. So from a viewing perspective, for you guys, seeing Venice completely and utterly empty, it's very cool. Well, I'm glad there's some of us who think so. Yeah, the walking has intensified massively since I haven't seen a person in 10 minutes, but I keep hearing people mutter. Okay.
Mr. Navigator?
Oh, yeah. This way. Oh my God, another bridge. I got to give credit to these city planners. They really just anticipated no one going out at night. That's impressive. Very impressive. Oh, fuck this road. Thank God there's lights. You know what's fun is every turn that I make is like a little hello, happy birthday. Okay. Yep. Hold on a minute. Nope. It says call Bimbo. I don't think she's going to be available. Yeah. Okay, let's see here. Another boss room. could have sworn earlier there was a statue in this part. And I was like, first of all, this whole adventure has been weird when the dude was like, hey, what are you buying? Yeah. I took one sip of that drink and every single human disappeared in this city. And then he was like, walk back 15 bridges. And I was like, really? He's like, yeah. Yeah, I guess you're gonna walk back. Vomit spot, okay. This honestly does feel like, I haven't even seen back rooms. It's not nearly as fucking scary. It says Ferrovia. I'm coming up on a Burger King. What if there was just a lamp outside one of these barred windows and then I go up to it and he goes like, is it a night for a hunt, is it? Well, I'll leave it to the hunters. And you just keep walking. Okay. To be the scariest thing, streets at 2 a.m. is probably just me. Oh, I can't wait to have salvation. How did we get into this situation? I think we're at the crossroads of fate and destiny, and we could have stayed on the boat. Okay, let's review just a little bit. There was clearly a person inside the boat taxi, but he was perfectly positioned and unmoving as I said, excuse me, and knocked on the iron rail. Clear. Then, well, this fella and he said, should I search you? Which he really meant, should I search for you when you're lost? I also frightened him by seemingly talking to myself. I swear I just saw somebody. I saw shadows. Shadows in the night. I swear. I swear that was a shadow, mate. All right. Yeah, I'm fine. I was just, I was at football practice. You know, I had a new PR, benched 335, no spotter. Yeah, just full of testosterone. Let's go. Looking for. I think I've lived in Japan for 15 years and an imagination that's gone off the deep end. You gotta be kidding me. That's where we started the stream and the boats just arrived. Well, okay. Never thought I'd feel so good to see Ferravio Station. My man. Okay. That was fun. And my, you can see the birds flying. My hotel's just over that way. Okay, now that we're back, I'll be honest. I was so fucking scared. like extremely. Okay. Thank you. Dude, that was scary. Like, I don't put myself in situations that I think are frightening unless you consider like hanging out with Lud, Connor, and Chris in a van or an RV for like a week. I think because I researched this very well, to be honest, and it was like, yeah, this is one of the safest places in Europe. It's insanely safe. Yes. Okay. Until literally every road looks the same. You pass 17 duck shops. People are fucking unresponsive or giving not like, it was just a little bit of like, I was having Silent Hill 2 vibes. Every single, and I swear I saw a shadow when I turned that last corner. It was like completely, it was like Krobus from Stardew, just darted away. I didn't even dare look. Oh man. Okay, so I guess I'll just, oh Jesus Christ, mates. All right. Hey, over here. Listen to some Stardew music or something when you're out just to chill. I'm sorry to hear that your uncle was run over by a boat in Venice. My condolences. Okay. Thanks. Well, let's chalk that up to a once in a lifetime experience. I don't know what compelled me other than stupidity and defiance to start a stream at 11 p.m., but I'll say this. That was one of the most interesting experiences of my life. Thank God you guys were there. I showed you some awesome locations, some absolutely insane back alleys. We crested a final boss staircase, timed it to music perfectly, and we lived to tell the tale. That was harrowing. That was Venice, and it's Venice like I don't think has ever been experienced before on a live stream. That is a one of one. I think it's also the quietest I've ever been. But look, the good news is that I'm gonna go home now, and that was awesome, guys. Hopefully you guys had fun. Hopefully I'll see you guys again. We're gonna do one more live stream in Rome. You guys are great, and what the? can't do that. That's rude. I can't just end like that. That's too much. All right. Now I'm okay. Good night now. Bye. Night now. Bye.